welcome back. I'm super excited. This week I'm going to embark on my journey of fat loss. Yay. So yeah, a little bit of background. I guess from what I remember, it may not be true, but from my perspective, I feel like most of my life growing up, I was more on the heavier side. And then I feel like towards the end of high school and mid-20s, kind of in that range, I was more active. I had a really good group of friends, and then also the school I worked at had workout programs for the students that we'd join in with. And then I'd also go to the gym a lot more. So I was always either doing Zumba, yoga, aerobics, walking on the elliptical or treadmill, going country swing dancing on Wednesdays, going on hikes, just being very active with my friends during like our church activities and stuff like that. So I always felt I was super active. And then after we got married and I came up here to Colorado, I started working the 2 full-time jobs, which definitely took a toll on my health. It was a lot of fun though. I got to meet a lot of different people and try different things and all that fun stuff, but it was definitely a lot of hard work. So now that I'm back down to just having the one job, I definitely want to take this time to start my journey. It's been about 2 weeks with this new job, and I feel like I have a pretty good routine kind of worked out. But before we get into that, I want to talk about, where's my notes? Kind of my why behind wanting to lose weight, which overall it affects me both physically and mentally. It affects the way how I see myself in the mirror. A lot of the times, I feel different inside, and so when I see a glimpse of myself, it shocks me, and it's not the way how I feel that I should look. So that's more on the the psychological, mental part of it. And then of course it affects my self-esteem a little bit. I'm still the outgoing, bubbly person that I am, but when we take group pictures with friends and whatnot and I see myself, it really bothers me. So it affects me that way. And then I notice I get out of breath and that my cardio there's like no cardio, literally. Like going up and down the steps here at our apartment, it's about there's about 20 steps, I think. And by the time I reach the top of them, I'm out of breath, which is ridiculous because usually, I used to go hiking a lot and I used to do a lot more. And so it'd take a long time for me to get out of breath, and just going up the steps every day, I can just feel it, and I can feel my heart pumping a lot harder. So that concerns me. Also my joints, like I have a lot of foot pain lately, especially on the top of my foot, and I feel like that's due to my weight as well as just my joints in general. Because I'm a lot heavier, I can definitely feel it in my body and the way how I move, and I'm really stiff because I don't exercise as often as I used to. So that's something I definitely want to change. Let's see, it affects my sleep off and on. I don't know if it's because of the weight or because of last year when I had COVID back in October, but I began to snore after having COVID, and usually I just snore when I'm congested, and I have been more chronically congested than what I used to be, I guess. And so I'm snoring a lot more, and I don't get into that deep sleep, and I bother Taylor's sleep a lot, and so it affects our sleep a lot. And I don't know exactly if that is due to my weight, because I feel like since October I put on another 10 pounds, which really bothers me, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't know, after COVID I just kind of fell off the bandwagon of my health. And so anyways, I definitely want to lose weight and see how that affects my sleep, and see if that was something that had to do with it or not. So that's kind of more questionable, but it is something I'm wanting to see. Okay, moving on. Also, I feel like along with my self-esteem, it affects my mood. I could be having a great moment, and then all of a sudden, like, we see a picture of our group, or I get a glimpse of myself in the mirror or a reflection, and all of a sudden it's like a 180. Like all of a sudden I just get really sad about how I look. Also, I'm a lot more irritated I guess you can say. But also, I wonder if that's to the effects of not getting as much sleep as I used to. These last 2 weeks have been great. I feel refreshed most mornings when I get up compared to what I used to get up. And I'm getting a lot more sleep, so I'm really glad for that. So we'll keep an eye on how much sleep I'm getting and all the other fun stuff. But I feel compared to the last couple of years, I'm definitely getting closer to 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So that's really nice. Oh, my computer is going to sleep. But yeah, and I think just overall it really affects my body, and it affects how tired and low energy that I am, because I don't have no energy to do workouts because I'm so tired all the time, and this and that and that and this. So I'm really excited to see with this new schedule what that's going to bring. So anyways, that is my whys. Let's get more into the mindset, I guess. So I want to develop a mindset of discovery instead of nitpicking myself, I guess. So it's asking myself more questions like, what's making me hungry? Is it the physical hunger itself, or is it the environment that I'm around, or am I having some kind of emotional reaction and I'm wanting to cover it with food? And then if it's emotional, what kind of emotion? Am I celebrating? Am I trying to connect with people? Is it a social situation? Is it pleasure because it's a sweet treat and I know I'm going to enjoy it and it's just on my mind? Am I rewarding myself, like going out to celebrate something? Is it just a habit that I don't realize that I have because of the routine I've gotten myself into? Is it because am I sleep deprived? Because usually with sleep deprived, your body's craving energy, so therefore it's making you crave food, so that way you get the quick energy, which is usually not the healthy foods. And you're trying to give yourself energy because of the lack of sleep. There's also stress, fear, boredom, sadness, and loneliness that can cause you to overeat. So just having those questions in mind. Also, when I do feel like I've overeaten, asking myself, what is my trigger, or what did I do that was different? What was I going through? Where was I? What was I doing? What was I feeling? What was driving the emotion? What happened that didn't work? What did I try? What did work? And then also phrases to try to use is I'm choosing to do this or not to do this because. So like an example, I'm choosing to walk because I know it'll help me with my goals. Or another example, I'm choosing not to eat pasta as an example. I'm not really a big pasta eater, but I'm just using this to show you guys an example. I'm choosing not to eat pasta because I know how it affects my body and I have other alternatives. Another phrase I can use, I give myself permission to enjoy blank because I am blank and I'm not going to feel guilty about enjoying my experience. So a lot of times this is interesting, but if you're feeling guilty, that also, I don't know how to explain it, but also reacts to your pleasure center in your brain. And so then therefore you're continuing the cycle of wanting to create the same guilt trip, I guess. So I found that's interesting. So if you're feeling guilty about something, you're most likely going to recreate it and do it again. But if you just give yourself permission, be like, hey, I understand, it's okay. We're moving forward from this and it's just here in this moment, and then continue on, then it doesn't recreate that loop. So that's something interesting I found out in one of my books. So those are the two phrases I'm going to try to use. Also developing a mantra. There's this really cool website that I found that gave, I think, about like 90 different mantras. So I typed out my favorite ones and then I highlighted the ones that I'm most likely going to use, which are every day I'm learning more about myself. Developing healthier eating habits becomes easier each day. I eat balanced meals every day. I have what it takes to achieve my ideal health. I am amazed at my progress and dedication each day. Every day I become stronger and healthier. I love exercising and the way it makes me feel. I enjoy exercising as a part of my daily routine. I love moving my body. And then this one I added, no pain, no gain, because a lot of the time when I work out, I definitely feel sore the next day. And then usually that's when I start to give up, is when I start to feel more physical pain. So I added that to see how it goes. No pain, no gain. Another one is, I don't have to be perfect to achieve my goals. I just need to keep going. I love seeing my body transform every day. So those are the different mantras I'll be using throughout this time period. So that's what I'm going to do for my mindset, and then let me show you my goals. Okay, so this is the habit installation protocol from, what is it called? From the 5 a.m. book club thingy. I can't remember my book. Anyways, it's also from Robbins. What is his first name? Wow, I am blanking out today. Anyways, you can find it on his website or on his YouTube. Oh, what is it? It's gonna drive me nuts. Hang on. It's by Robin Sharma. Anyways, you can find all the information on his YouTube page and in his books and whatnot. So the habit installation protocol is based off of 66 days of trying to create new habits. My page actually had an extra 22 days, so we're going to push it out for another 22 days. So the first 22 days are the hardest. It's when you're starting to deconstruct your old habits and building your new habits. And then the second part is when your habits are starting to feel more familiar. And then after you reach the 66th day, it should be automatic and you shouldn't have to think about it as much. So that is what I am trying to do with these habits. So my goal is to have 10,000 steps plus, 30 minutes of cardio, 80 ounces or more of water, eating high protein meals, having at least 8 hours of sleep, and doing weight training. So the first, actually, let me break this up. So how I'm going to break it up throughout the day is like this. So I have my morning and then my afternoon and evenings. We are going to go to Utah for a couple of weeks. And so instead of doing cardio, I decided to do yoga because I feel like you can get onto YouTube and do yoga anywhere. So my first 22 days, maybe even up to the first 44 days, I'm going to be using yoga because I want to go slow to go fast. I want to be able to lengthen and strengthen my muscles and ligaments before I start putting them through a rigorous workout. So that way I won't have so much pain, hopefully, throughout my workouts. So that is my plan. So for the first, at least for the first 22 days, I'll be doing yoga. Even when it says workout down here, usually workouts are my weight training, but I'll be doing yoga, which if you think about it, you're using your own body mass for weight as you're doing yoga. So it does influence your cardio. It does work out your muscles. So it does everything basically. So that's one thing I actually love about yoga. It kind of hits everything. And then, you can also do it anywhere. So that is my slow to go fast. I'm going to do not small, but more lighter workouts of yoga first, where it's just stretching, and then getting more into the actual cardio part and using your muscles. So I have uploaded all of my different yoga videos I want to use throughout this time frame, and especially when I'm on vacation, to do that. And I'll keep you updated on that. So that is how I'm going to track my habits. And then I'm going to track my progress through progress photos, and measuring my body mass. So that's what I'm gonna do next. Okay, so here is the results of all that measuring for today's date. We have neck 16 inches and a half, chest 43 inches, arms 14 inches, waist 34, hips 34, thigh 22 and 21, calves 15 and 14, which is interesting that the right leg is down by an inch on both thigh and calf. And then my weight, 198.7. So yeah, there are the measurements for this month, and then we'll check in on this paper for next month and see where we are. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the reward. I think a good weekly reward for me would be relaxing and doing like a spa bath for more of like relaxing my body and rejuvenating and whatnot. And then I also think other rewards that I will encounter is sorry, my dog's climbing into his kennel. It's making a lot of sound. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so the bath. And then the next reward I think I'll get from all this is building self-confidence and knowing that I can do hard things and pursuing through all the difficulties and challenges that will come through this journey of losing fat. Another reward, let's see, is just seeing my progression and seeing how my body's going to change, and hopefully it's the outcome that I'm looking for. So those are the different ways that I think I'll be rewarded throughout this journey and this challenge. So I'm super excited for all that. And that is the end of my video. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for my upcoming results. Bye.